Hi, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of Boys Town Donor Week. We are going live every single day to celebrate you, our incredible donors. Thank you so much for supporting the Boys Town mission, and we appreciate all that you do for our children and families. Previously, on Monday, we went live with Josh and Katie, who are alum. Yesterday, we were live with David, and today we have Holly. Holly, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
Good. It's awesome to have you on. So we are going to hear more about Holly and her story, how your support helped her get to where she is today. Before we do that, I want to remind everyone that we are doing a live giveaway. So if you'd like to be entered to win here a Boys Town logo t-shirt, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know why you support Boys Town, and we'll draw the winner here live at the end. And we're also doing a grand prize giveaway for a personalized paver, and that's going to be part of the new Boys Town Education Center that is opening this fall. So I'm going to add up all the comments throughout the week. So even if you're watching this later in the evening and you'd like to be entered to win, leave that comment. All right. So Holly, it is so great to have you on. Tell us more about yourself and when you graduated from Boys Town.
Well, I graduated from Boys Town back in 2015, so it's even crazy thinking about how long ago that was. But I'm from Omaha, born and raised. I've always known about Boys Town from when time I was younger. I was sent there privately placed from my parents. We just living at home. We just weren't getting along. So maybe like midway through my junior year, I ended up going to Boys Town and graduated from there.
Mm-hmm. So growing up in Omaha, before you were at Boys Town yourself, what kind of preconceived things did you know about Boys Town, or even involvement? I know you and I both went to Mass with Boys Town Chapel, but is that kind of the extent, or how much did you know about it?
It's funny because now, not being in Boys Town anymore, like talking more openly about it with other people, I think growing up, everybody's parents kind of would always say, like, if you don't behave, you're going to Boys Town or whatever. So, like, I knew about it. We went to church there, like you said, Sundays, that's where we would go to church. So I feel my grandparents were also really involved in Boys Town. I actually went to the sports banquet every year, even before I was a student there. So I was pretty familiar with Boys Town and, their model, what they did, how they do things. So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely get a mix of people who, some people watching may have never heard of Boys Town. Some people watching, like our donors, maybe they've supported for generations, or say, oh, like you, my grandparents donated to Boys Town, so now I donate. And we love hearing all of the different backgrounds of people who are affiliated with Boys Town. So like I said, leave a comment, let us know why you support Boys Town, because it's always fun to hear the reason behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about this in the intro, but what brought you to Boys Town?
I feel like it was just kind of tough living at home in high school. I had a sister that was a year older than me, a sister that was a year younger than me. We're all very different individuals. Getting along with my parents was always really, really difficult. I remember being like a 6-year-old little girl and just like really full of anger and probably confusion a lot. We just really didn't get along. And I think the older we got, things just escalated more and more. And I felt trapped in where I was at. I think my parents also probably felt that way as well. And, I don't know where we would have gone without Boys Town, to be completely honest, because we were just so both stubborn and stuck in our own ways, and things were not getting better for years and years and years. And it just kind of like gave us the reset that we needed. I probably couldn't say that at the time. It was a lot to go through at the beginning, but yeah, I am really thankful though.
Yeah. So describe Holly when she arrived to Boys Town, and then compare her to the Holly who graduated.
That's a good question. I feel like it's kind of hard because when I went to Boys Town, I was a lot different than when I was at home. I feel like I was raised well by my parents. I was raised to respect adults, respect people around me. And so it was more like internally when I first went there, I was just I want to do what I need to do. I want to follow all the rules, and maybe I can get out in 6 months, which typically that doesn't normally happen. But I just remember wanting to be on my best behavior, and then just do everything I needed to do. And after, that 6 month period, finding out I'm not going home, or maybe going back to high school, my normal high school, but then ending up having to graduate at Boys Town. That was a lot to go through in the middle of being at Boys Town. But once like I accepted that this is where I was going to be and this is where I was going to graduate, I feel like I have grown. That's why I even want to do this today. I'm just so thankful for like what Boys Town turned me into as an individual. They taught me like college planning, all of these things that really set me up to go out on my own and do things on my own, and also building that relationship with my parents. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds. I mended my relationship with my parents, and we still have a great relationship now. And also, on the other hand, like learning these skills that I need to go and do things on my own as well. So I grew a lot as a person. I don't know who I really would be without Boys Town, or who they kind of like shaped me into be, or like the adult that I wanted to be. So
yeah,
totally different person coming out.
Yeah, man. So what was it like living at Boys Town? Tell us more about your family home, living with the other girls, and your family teachers.
So I am used, like I said, I have two sisters at home, like at my parents' house. So I'm used to living with a bunch of girls, but it was very structured environment. We had these little point card systems. If you do something good, you write on your point card that you did this and this good, you get this many points, and that's a whole other like thing. But doing family outings every weekend, we would do like one free outing and one paid outing, and just trying to like do things as a family. Getting along with the girls was actually pretty towards the end. I feel like I made like friends that I still keep in touch with again today, which is really nice. There's obviously girls coming in and out of the house. People come and go at different times, which was interesting when you get a new girl halfway through the year. But, we all shared one thing in common. We're all here. We're all away from our normal families. And, not everybody's family looked like my family. Some people were like so thankful to come to this because they never had a family or never had parents or whatever that may be. And so just having really good structure in the house. I think my family teachers, Kim and Scott Kavanaugh, I think I've talked about them a lot, but I still keep in touch with them. I think my experience would be totally different without them. I'm so thankful for them more than anything, honestly. And yeah, just a good structured environment. People would take turns making dinner every night, or we would all grocery shop together, or different turns to make the grocery list, or things. Just a good structure. Yeah.
What was your favorite memory from being with your family at Boys Town? We always talk about Christmas is a big one, especially for the kids come who maybe haven't had a Christmas, or Okoboji. I know you enjoy.
I was going to say, I think Christmas is big. Okoboji, I feel like everybody says, and that's always such a fun time. Everybody makes t-shirts, all of that. But I really think my favorite memory, I remember not wanting to do any sports, but you had to do a sport. So I did cheerleading. It was that or volleyball, and I could not do that. And I just, it's probably like that in every high school, but I just know Friday night, everybody getting, their whole family together, my family teachers, and then my the other girls that I lived with, they would all come watch the games. I don't know if there's like a specific memory I have, but just kind of all the little things, like sitting down for dinner, playing games at night, and just a family environment that was so healthy and stable. But I think the Friday night football games are probably my favorite memories. Just everybody's happy. Everybody wants to have a good time. And yeah, it was just really special to see the whole community, I think, comes together for that. So
yeah, definitely. Yesterday when we were chatting with David, he's a 2005 alum, I asked him the same question, and he said, senior year, Friday night football, same deal going against.
Yeah. It's such
winning.
a special thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even watching the football players who probably like maybe a lot of them never even went to school or never were able to play sports, and just to see them even be good or even still be like terrible, which was fine, but like everybody's just having such a good time. Like everybody's so happy to be out there and people cheering them on, which is probably so special. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. And that's something noteworthy to point out too, to our donors watching. You know, the kids that we get at Boys Town, such an array of backgrounds. You know, you have people like you, Holly, who, you know, had a family and had parents and sent you there to kind of work on the relationship with you and yourself. But, you know, we also have youth who maybe they were in the juvenile justice system. Maybe they don't have a family and don't have anyone who can take care of them. So they come to Boys Town. So to kind of put all these different kids with all these different backgrounds in one place, it's such a unique thing. So when you donate to Boys Town, you know, you're supporting all of these different kinds of stories. So
Yeah,
I want to point that out.
definitely.
Yeah. So we just have a few more questions for Holly. So I want to remind everybody that if you are watching live and you would like to be entered to win one of our awesome t-shirts, go ahead and leave a comment because we're going to draw here very soon. All right. So let's see. Next on my question list is, well, I'd love to hear, you know, we've talked a lot about your background and during your time at Boys Town, but tell us more about what you're up to now. When you graduated, where did you go and what are you doing?
Sure. Well, after I graduated, I moved back home with my parents just for the summer. And that was good. You know, there's still like a transition period, but I moved away. I went to Northwest Missouri State for 2 years. And after that, I really wanted to go to nursing school. So they didn't have a program. I ended up moving back home, back to my parents' house again, which that really was, we get along so much better now. So that's really, really special. But I went to nursing school. I graduated 2 years ago. So I'm working at Methodist now in Omaha on their oncology floor. So, and even throughout college, that's what I really do love to give back to Boys Town. I'm really not just saying that. I'm so thankful. Boys Town helped me out a lot, like paying for college as well. And like having that financial burden a little bit off my shoulder a little bit made such a difference in like how I can study or, you know, paying for other things or maybe hopefully moving out on my own, all of those things. And it really, yeah, it was just, I'm so thankful, really, because without that, I feel like it would have taken me a lot longer to even finish school or maybe been a lot more difficult or maybe not even finish school at all. And it's not just while I'm in Boys Town, they're supporting me and they just throw everybody out. Boys Town checks in on me. My family teachers, I just saw Kim Kavanaugh maybe a month ago. I still keep in touch with both of my family teachers. It really is everything that everybody talks about. Like I feel so supported. I feel like I could call Boys Town at any time and they would be there for me and they would help me. And I really can't think of another organization that does something like this. And I love to tell my story. I love to get it out there because it's something so special.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm just living in Omaha.
No, that sounds great. I love all the detail and we can hear even your words come through about how grateful you are. And just as you mentioned too, the, you know, financial, like to alleviate some of that financial stress of being in college and being able to help kids like that is good to mention because, you know, when you support a child at Boys Town, when you donate to Boys Town, you're not just donating to their time there, you're helping them grow and become into successful adults, just like Holly. So
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, I know you're still pretty involved with Boys Town, Blue Water Bash and Booster Banquet.
Yeah.
Why do you continue to support Boys Town, and why do you think, you know, maybe for the other alumni watching that it's important to stay involved?
I kind of touched on that a little bit, but I just think the community that you have is so tight knit there. And even the teacher, like my high school teachers or, you know, the counselors or whoever's like, just as I've gotten older too and gotten to know those people on the outside of Boys Town, like they really do care. I feel like people don't take these jobs at this kind of organization without really truly caring. And it just, I think, I don't know, probably the same thing I've always said. I'm just so thankful. They're really good people there. They're people that really care, and they really do care about you. And I feel like a lot of times when people leave Boys Town, maybe initially they want to go, maybe even still like have a little anger held up inside, but hopefully people come back around and realize that like the people that were there and maybe, you know, enforcing rules or whatever, they're doing that because they love and care about you. And I've noticed that from my cheer coach to whoever it may be, you know, they really, really do care. And I enjoy keeping in touch with them. They're good people to have in my life, and I would enjoy having them in my life forever, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very good. All right. Well, the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to go ahead and draw for the shirt here. So we've got the wheel on my little phone. Go ahead and spin it. And I don't know if you can see, but Kim, you are our winner. So congrats, Kim. I will shoot you a message from our page after this video. And like I said, if you're watching later on, maybe this evening, and you want to be entered to win the paver for our education center, still leave a comment. Tell us why you support Boys Town. Let us know what part of Holly's story resonated with you and what you enjoyed hearing about, and we appreciate it. So, Holly, it's great to catch up with you. I was
Yes.
When chatting with you, so thanks for hopping on.
Anytime. Well, you have a good day.
You too. Thanks, everybody, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.